So Crafty with Ashley and Lisa. I'm Ashley.
I'm Lisa.
This
It
is
is November 24th.
24th. Yeah.
It is my dad's 80th birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, we had an interesting night. He ended up in the ER. He's fine. He had to spend the night, but at midnight I got to wish him a happy birthday because we were sitting in the ER. But he's fine. Everything's good. He's home and he's, you know, he's going to be on the mend. So he's good. Nothing traumatic, just, old age stuff. So, but he's good. So my son is an ER nurse and he was on shift. So he took good care of grandpa last night, which is wonderful. So this week is Thanksgiving. It's Monday. So it's not our usual Thursday because this week is Thanksgiving. So we had to shift. So
Yes.
it's Monday evening here in Kerwinsville, Pennsylvania.
We are a knitting and fiber crochet crafting podcast. So we are getting so close. We just looked. We have 97 subscribers.
Almost 100.
So when we hit that 100, we have a giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of keep adding some things to that giveaway.
Yeah,
So
I've bought a few things at shows and things I've been putting back. So yeah, it's exciting.
So like, subscribe, share our videos if you like to watch us, and
Yeah.
maybe you could win. So what are you wearing?
I am wearing the Slip Stitch Party by Isabel Kramer. It is like my mic's hooked to it, so I'm not going to take it off, but it's like sections and it's all mosaic or slipping stitches. I have made two of these. I real quickly looked for the second one to show you guys, but I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. But I love it. It is one of my favorite shawls. This one somewhere, it was in my bag and I got red ink pen on it. So it is not for sale. It is mine, but I'll still wear it. I don't care. You can't even see it. It's like one spot somewhere around where I wrap it. But I love it. I love the colors. I love
It's
the
very like
pattern.
wintry. It's kind of fitting for today.
Yeah,
It's chilly out there today.
it is.
And I am wearing my IRL bandana cowl by Casey Hurley. It comes in the cowl version and a shawl version as well. It's made in Universal Deluxe worsted tweed in steel cut oats. Super great gift. It takes less than one skein of yarn and easily a weekend, if not like a week or less to make. So I'm gonna make one, I think, for some gifts for Christmas coming up.
Written down there.
Yes.
I had big plans for gifts, but I think that's all gone out the window. But whatever. So we're gonna start with finished objects.
I have none.
I have a few. Not all of them are knitting. It's the time of year that I get lots of orders. So my first finished object they are called memory bears. So what these are is someone brings me their loved one's clothing, and then I cut it and I make bears. So I had 7 of those to do. I got them done late Saturday night. I was not going to bed until they were finished, which I was seriously regretting Sunday when I ended up at the emergency room for, half the night. But anyhow, I got all those done. I had a t-shirt quilt to do. It's done. So other than little things, I'm kind of caught up on orders for the moment. But yeah, I appreciate all the orders, especially this time of year. That's kind of my shopping money when I have special orders. So yeah. So then my next one, and this isn't a new finish, but I wanted to show it. It's super popular and it's a super easy if you still do want to gift knit. It's called the Sophie shawl or scarf. This is the Sophie scarf. There is a Sophie shawl. But what it is, I held fingering and mohair together. It is super soft. It is all garter. You do some slip stitches at the edge. And you can use leftovers. What you're going to do is weigh your yarn. When you get to, let's say you have 100 grams. When you get to, 45, 55 left, 55, then you start your decrease. That way you don't run out. But you could do it with much less. You could do, I've seen where they do like sections of like striping. You could use minis. This would be good for an advent. Hint, hint.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a super easy gift. It goes pretty quickly, pretty mindless. I think it is like an 8 row, 6 row or 8 row repeat, if I remember, but not hard. And it's all garter. So you're just knitting away.
Yeah.
So that is one of my recommendations if you need a quick gift. My next finish, which I've talked about
Oh,
on
last time.
last time, this was an advent I got from River Rat Yarns last year, last October. It was a Halloween advent. I think it was based around oh shoot, what's the Henderson sisters? Hocus Pocus.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I couldn't, the name of the movie left me, but yeah. So you can see I started here and then I kind of tried to put them in an order, like kind of blues to purples to pinks to greens to yellows to browns. And really what I was thinking is I kind of wanted my favorite parts on the end because it's not a super, super long shawl, although I could have gone and, got other minis, but I wanted to do it entirely in just that advent.
Mhm.
And it was 12 minis. So it is what it is. And it needs blocked. It has not been blocked yet. So I'll get some length out of that. And I would think maybe if I did it again, I might do it a little narrower.
I was thinking that because I'm also making that out of an advent, but I
Like
honestly think I'm going to frog it.
I would say this width. Because
Mhm.
once you get past this beginning triangle, and it would just be manipulating numbers. Like it
Yeah.
would just be casting on less.
And I think it may tell you if it needs to be like an odd or an even number to get the
Yeah.
bubbles to work out. But
Yeah. So it's definitely doable. And I got off somewhere on my bobbles. You're never going to know. I just went with it.
yeah.
Like at one point I had to knit two together. I don't know what I did, but I was like, oh, I have an extra stitch at the end of this row, knit two together. I wasn't fooling. Really, the only row that even matters what your stitch count is kind of the bobbles.
Hmm.
And so what if they don't line up? Like no one's going to know. But it's finished. It needs blocked. Yeah. And then I have been making advents. I put a post that I would do advents. I'm going to cover this person's name, but these are them. So I have spent the rest of my weekend wrapping up little advent balls and weighing yarn but it's been fun. I tried to kind of do fades in those
Yeah.
also. And that's been fun. The last thing I wanted to show, and only because it's seasonal, I think I may have shown this last year. This is from Telly Bean Knits. It is a color work cowl. It is 3 colors, red, green, and white. It did not take a ton of time. And it's also a nice color work because you're only using 2 colors per row.
Hmm.
Some of them call for 3 or 4, and that's beyond what I'm willing to do
Yeah.
yarn management wise. But I will do 2. That's
Hmm.
not a big, and they're not big sections. They're so you're kind of cutting, and
It gives me like doodle vibes, like
it
the doodle
does.
doodle decks. And you're by the time you're doing the majority of the color work, it looks like you're already in the round.
Yes. Yeah.
So
So you are striping up until you join in the round. So then after this, it's only color work knitting too. There's
mhm,
no
you don't
color
have to.
work purling. So yeah, because you're going and looking at the right side. But it was a fun one. I did it like I think 2 years ago. So I just pulled it out of my, winter. I have a winter knit box, and I thought, oh, I should show that. It's really cute. It's easy to wear because it just literally slips over your head like a kind of a bandana, like
Hmm.
Ashley's wearing. And that is all my FOs. Oh, I did finish Bray's little mitts. I had showed them last time, but they're with her now. And I'll show you in my whips, the next kids. Okay, so
All right.
whips.
Yes, I
Okay,
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
go ahead.
All right.
I have 3, I think, that I'm going to share.
So this I'm bringing out. I've shown these before, but I guess I realized that I really needed to get working on these. So these are socks for my son. It's leftovers from my sock tube from last year that I made my grandmother's socks out of. So now I'm just basically knitting. I had them separate, and then I was like, well, how do I know when to stop? So I put them at two at a time, and I was doing kind of tandem there for my son. So it's too narrow. I don't think I can use my like minis because I think it's going to be too big of a circumference. Um, and I thought I would get frustrated because that would even be what, 5, 6, 9. So yeah, even the smallest I think I can do is 9 because I believe the smallest cord is 5 that I have.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing those and kind of I have them right now two at a time. I do have one other set of US 1 needles, but they're not. This set is not my favorite because it has like a metal cord. But I'm basically just gonna go until I feel like it looks like it's gonna fit his leg and or with a nice size cuff or I run out of yarn. So and then it's
So
gonna
she is unraveling the sock tube and knitting from it.
yes.
So like sometimes we just do we do like a cut in heel
Mhm.
and add the cuff and toe. But since they're for Ethan and his foot's smaller,
Smaller. Yeah.
this was probably a 64 stitch that I did on my circular sock machine, but that would be way too big for his little foot. So,
Yeah.
okay. All right. I think I talked about this last time, but I did put some time into it.
And your cow print bag.
Yeah, my little cow print. It's actually a cosmetic case, but they make wonderful knit project bags. I just dropped my post-it. I'm a post-it person. I don't know how you all keep track of your rows, but I'm a post-it person. This is The Night Shift by Andrea Mowry. It's been out for a few years. I saw on another yarn shop's probably Instagram um, a a night shift done in it. This is Noro Silk Garden Sock.
Ooh.
Isn't it fun?
Yes.
They called for 6 colors. I went to my yarn shelf here in the shop and I picked 4, which I think is going to be tons of yardage. And it gives you like A, B, C, D, E. I'm really just switching them however I feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not following, as long as there's a contrast in that section, I don't care like what yarn I'm using. So like you can see, I started with these 2 and then I switched out the kind of the white one and went to like, so you can tell, but I think it's going to be stunning.
Oh yeah,
And like
definitely.
this yarn's been kind of hanging around for a while and not getting much attention here. So I'm like, I need a sample. Like I need to get these guys off the shelf. So yeah, 4 skeins of Silk Garden. And I'm anxious to see how much I use. There is also a shift cowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm anxious to see if I could get a cowl also, like a shawl and a cowl out of these 4 skeins. I bet I can.
I bet you could too.
So we'll see. I don't even know how far I am through the pattern. I am on section 4 of,
And I feel like most designers always give you a pretty good buffer, but I feel like Andrea Mowry gives you a really good buffer.
yeah, 4 of 10 sections. So I'm not even halfway. And obviously it's going to get much larger.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rows are going to get longer because it's like a triangular shawl. But I think it'll be fun. And I'm really enjoying kind of playing with the colors, and I'm really enjoying these colors. So I wanted it bright.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted it. I do have some more neutral Silk Garden sock out there, and I know it's called Silk Garden sock. It would not be my go-to for socks.
Yeah,
It's
rusticy
a little bit.
almost.
The composition is 40% wool, 25 silk, 25 polyamide, 10% mohair. But it is definitely on the more rustic side. I mean, I have a lot softer sock yarns.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's Silk Garden sock, but it probably would not be my recommendation for socks. I don't even have it with my other sock yarns for that reason, because I don't.
I feel like Noro is one of those. It's very like kind of niche yarn. Like
It is, and it's also like it has a following, and there's people that don't like it at all. Like it's
yeah.
either I feel like it's one of those you either like it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it. and I won't have any trouble wearing that, but yeah, it's definitely not a recommendation I ever give for socks.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
well, the next one we have in common
together
probably.
is our one loves. So this is the Hohi knit along. It is now complete. All 4 clues are out. We were talking before. We both are kind of stuck.
The
And
the lace section requires some thought. It's not a social knitting.
yes.
And so I'm in the middle of a row because I started it here on Friday during sit and stitch, and I couldn't do it.
So I am through 1 and 2, and I just started the 3rd lace section. Like literally like 1 row into it.
Same.
I'm putting markers between all of my repeats though, because
I'm not. I'm just going for it.
So I did that in that way last time. I knew I messed up and I was able to find the section, and then I couldn't tell what I messed up, so I just kind of fudged it.
So we're on the same part. So like I'm on my
Or you're on
I'm on my 4th.
You're on clue 4, but clue 3 and 4 are both lace band 3, I
Okay.
believe.
Well, I'm on the 4th clue, but yeah.
Oh.
So it will be done soon. It's a 1-ball shawl.
I have a ton left over still.
I do too. And there was direction at the very end
How
to
to
make it
end,
bigger
yes.
if you wanted to.
So I'm gonna see.
But I also have
Yeah, I mean, like I have probably a good half a ball left
Same.
still.
same.
I mean, they are growing. It does grow every other row by 4 stitches,
Mhm.
so it's definitely growing. And I think that's also why I'm kind of not liking it as much, because it's getting longer and longer.
Yeah,
for
it
the
doesn't
rows.
go nearly as quickly.
Because I know I did clue 1 and 2 like in a day.
Yeah, like an evening.
Yes.
That's my daughter. I'll call her back. Hannah. So, what else do you have?
Let's see. I have a blanket and a slipover in my cross stitch.
Go ahead, keep going.
So this is, I forgot this last time. This is the ash slipover. It is going to be a V-neck kind of vest. So this is out of the Arrow from Cascade. Lisa made that sweater with it not too long ago. So this is the back panel so far. I'm just
pretty.
now kind of stockinette for, I forget, like 30 some rows, and then till you get to the underarms, and then I'll pick up. It was very interesting. I was trying to figure it out. So it's like a trapezoid. So this is where you're going to pick up from the back panel and then work your shoulder and front. So it took me a minute to figure out like how it
What's the name of the pattern again?
It's the Ash Slipover V-neck.
And by who?
Cowdrey.
Okay.
I'm using US 10s. I believe it calls for 10 and a halves. My set didn't have 10 and a halves, so I went with that. I pretty much am on gauge, and it's meant to be like a very big kind of slouchy vest. And that's what I kind of wanted, just something to throw on, a long sleeve shirt under it. Type.
I love that yarn.
It is.
And it's no longer available. I have a little bit left in the shop, but how many balls does that call for?
It needed, I think it was something like 800 yards.
Okay.
So I think I got 3 balls, and I'll have plenty. And I'm doing.
Because I'm down to kind of like maybe like 2 or 3 balls of a few different ones.
Yeah, and I think if you made it not so oversized, it calls for like 8 to 12 inches, I believe, of positive ease. So I'm doing a 52-inch bust on it. I'm also gonna the V-neck is pretty low, so I may kind of edit or change that a little bit.
You could knit a few more rows or do some more decreases like here at the middle.
Yeah, so you're gonna come down and you will knit one side and then the other side. So I think I'm gonna have to do more increases to shorten it, but I'll have to figure it out once I get there.
My last whip it's those little mitts, the ones that I kind of designed. Only these are now for my grandson. I made my granddaughter a pair, and now the oldest grandson would like a pair. So this was my emergency room knitting last night. This yarn is from Yakagani Yarns. It was in my stash he loves to go to my craft room at home. And he had picked out one, and it was, I don't know, I felt like it was kind of girly, like honestly. He loves like rainbows and stuff, but I don't,
Yeah.
it's not really what he should be wearing. Like, I don't know.
That's like Ethan wanted that rainbow hat, and I don't know that he's ever worn it.
Yeah, like they're attracted to all the bright colors and, so I let him go back to my stash and look again, and he chose this, which
Mm.
is perfect.
Oh yeah.
He has a blue coat. So yeah, these are his little mitts. I didn't get super far, but I probably put 20 rows on last night just sitting in the ER. And they don't take long because they have little bitty hands.
Yes.
So those will be done very, very soon.
And then my last knitting, I said I wasn't gonna show this, but I already made it through almost an entire row this is my series of unfortunate yarns. The pattern is the Summer Fade Hexie. So I have one on this row, which is going to be my color 3, which kind of is a little more
Oh, that's
muted
pretty.
version. And then I've kind of made the fade because the fade is meant to be 10 colors with one main. And I'm kind of hacking it to 14, well, 13 with this then main color. So I kind of had to go through and adjust how I wanted it to try and get kind of an even feel of it all. So I played around on my iPad with that to try and get
Do
it
it
all.
attach as you go?
Yes.
Okay.
So you make the first 3 rounds of it, and then you attach. So what I typically do is I'll pull from inside and outside, get 2 to that third row, and then almost all of them you can do 2 sides of the row 4 before you would start joining. So I do that, and then I just go to the next one. So like I'll make 2 with this color, 2 more with this color, and then 2 more with this color, and then I'll start joining as like kind of joining a bunch of them, and then just keep doing that basically.
Fun.
So I'm
Yeah.
excited. I also need to weave in ends. That'll be it tonight.
Yeah.
And my last thing is not knitting. It is cross stitch. So I got this cute little cross stitch. I've never cross stitched before.
Oh, it's stamped. Okay.
It's stamped. So I have like one color started here and here, but I started working on it a little bit. It's definitely time consuming. Like it's very tedious to try like figure out the right hole that you need to go to. But I got this as a prize at the my favorite things auction. So it was just kind of comical that it came in my little dollar grab bag.
Yeah,
But
that's cute.
I came with everything, all the stuff you needed to do from it. So I'm gonna work on that, and I thought it was fitting, so maybe I'll finish that before Christmas.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
So upcoming events. This is Thanksgiving week, so
Thursday
will be Thanksgiving. I am going to be open Black Friday. Just it's kind of a busy day here normally, and I think people might be out and about shopping, so I'm not going shopping. So I will be here normal on Friday from 10 to 3. Got some new yarns in tomorrow morning. I'll put those away. Got some more chenille. It seems to be selling pretty well, and I showed that baby blanket last time. It's a really great gift, so I think I might make a few of those up to have for sale in the shop when I get a minute. And then Saturday is my annual Meet the Makers Day. It is when the people that make my items that I sell here in the shop. So Kyle will be here with her jewelry. Somebody named Kim's coming with crochet items. Jenna will be here with her leather purses. Nikki will be here with stitch markers. She makes really cute stuff. I hope she's bringing it. It's like stocking stuffers, little like games and little like things that you could put in kids' stockings.
And they're like what engraved or
Laser.
like laser engraved?
Yeah, like laser engraved items. So she'll be here. Weather dependent. I think it's supposed to be nice because she comes quite a distance. So then the next weekend, because then we're in December, right?
Yes.
I know,
Yeah,
it's
because Monday's the
crazy.
1st.
So then the next weekend, I will be in Lancaster at a craft fair, and it'll be my last one of the year. It's at my aunt's church in outside of Lancaster. So, and that's the last show I have for the year. I have a pottery class coming up. I'm guessing it's pretty close to full, if not full. It's through Mudbird Studios. Jackie, she is having it here Tuesday, December 4th. Is that right? No, can't
Mm,
be. Maybe Thursday,
yeah,
December
it's a
4th.
Thursday.
So I think it's Thursday, December 4th. I have a Christmas party. A group messaged me and wanted to have their office Christmas party here, and they're going to do a paint class with Hope.
Hmm.
So if you ever want to do like a girls' night out or like anything's possible. So I have that coming up, and then just normal stuff. I expect I'll get a few more orders before Christmas. Folks seem to wait until around Thanksgiving and then bombard me, but
Yeah.
that's okay. So I really try to keep caught up and not get behind.
Hmm.
It causes me grief. I think that's it.
Yes,
Anything else?
I think so.
Well, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you get to spend
Yes.
it with family and have good, yummy food. Um, and we should be back in 2 weeks. Hopefully back on Thursday.
So yeah, probably we'll have to look at our schedule, but should
Yeah,
be.
it'll be sometime in 2 weeks that we'll be back with you. All right, take care. Happy
Take care.
crafting.
Bye.
Bye.